Hello and welcome to Breezy Chatter. Today I'm going to be talking about The Bold and the Beautiful. But before I do so, I'd like to send a warm, heartfelt thank you to all of my subscribers and for all of my viewers. I hope you are enjoying my content. But let's get into it now. So, a lot has happened this week. It looks like Eric has chosen Quinn. Can you believe it? I didn't see this coming. I really thought that he was going to show Quinn the door and maybe pick things up with Donna. Did not happen. Quinn put her foot down and she told Eric that he has to fire Donna and that Donna was trying to undermine their marriage along with the Logan sisters, Katie and Brooke. So he didn't want to do it, but he did. He did what Quinn asked him to do. He met up with Donna. It was kind of sad, because Donna thought for a second that maybe he would choose her, but he didn't. He chose Quinn and he asked Donna to leave. And she made it really easy for him because he was angry and he did say that he hated that he had to do this. But I think he had to show his loyalty for Quinn for once. That meant Donna had to go. And like I said, Donna made it easy for him. She said, "Don't worry, I will pack." And she just started packing up. And as she's packing up, who does she run into? Katie. And she explains to Katie that she's out. She has to leave at Quinn's demand. And of course, Katie's furious and she's saying, who does Quinn think she is? Quinn doesn't have the power to hire or fire, talking along those lines. And we know that this is just the beginning of the drama between Eric, Quinn, and the Logan sisters. Because once Brooke and Rich also find out that Donna's been fired because Quinn doesn't want to see her at the office, they are going to give Eric an earful. And you know what? Eric is going to be in agreement with them because he felt like Quinn's request was over the top. It was excessive. So he did it, but he's not happy about it, which makes me wonder, is this the beginning of the end of the marriage? Because although he did show loyalty, he's resenting it. So how does Quinn and Eric move forward at this point? I don't see it. And if they're saying that Eric's erectile dysfunction is emotional and not physical, and he's already having problems being aroused by his wife, and now he's had to do something at his wife's request that he did not want to do, that doesn't help things in the bedroom. So I'm really starting to think that this is the beginning of the end of Eric and Quinn. We shall see what unfolds there. So next I want to talk about Finn, who paid a surprise visit to Hope. And he came to see her so that he could talk to her about his feelings about his mom. And they sort of got into that same conversation that they've been having lately between the two of them, how they really want to connect with their parents and they really wish that everyone else could understand that maybe Sheila and Deacon have changed. Maybe they deserve a chance to prove themselves. Steffi overhears, and boy, oh boy, does she blast them. She goes right into that office where they're talking, and she just says, no, absolutely not. She's dangerous. Sheila is dangerous. Deacon is dangerous. Absolutely not. No connection. And she sort of lays into Hope. She even speaks to Hope alone. She asks Finn to leave, and she sort of makes things clear to Hope that, you want to get to know your dad, go right ahead. But leave my husband out of this because I don't want Sheila anywhere near my family. And of course, Hope doesn't want to hear Steffi laying into her, but they know that anytime Hope brings up Deacon, anytime Finn brings up Sheila, they're going to be met with resistance. No one is going to say, oh, go ahead, give it a try, because they've done too much damage. And they should understand that. I mean, I get it. Those are their parents, but come on. Stay away. Keep a distance. Send them letters. Send them letters, but just tell them, don't come anywhere near us. Don't come anywhere near our families. So Steffi sort of set Hope straight, but to be honest, I don't see in the future where Finn and Hope sort of give up on trying to reconnect with their parents. They're going to continue, and they're not going to stop until they get what they want. It's pretty clear because they keep talking to each other and giving each other support. And with enough support between the two of them, they will take it upon themselves to meet up with their folks. I also want to talk about Sheila and Deacon. So Sheila, of course, she wants to keep this sham going. She wants to make it seem like she was writing him letters from jail. She's doctored up some letters. And Deacon is not here for it. He's like, no one's going to believe this. Then he said, if we keep lying, it's just going to make it worse for us. It's not going to make it better. And she's just telling him, just follow my lead. I know what I'm doing. He does not want to go along with her plan. But what I found to be cute is while Sheila and Deacon were talking, Sheila did come to realize that Deacon is still in love with Brooke. And of course, she told him that, he doesn't stand a chance. She's with Ridge. He told Sheila how he felt, that he never really got over Brooke. She was the one woman that he never stopped loving. Now, we're going to talk about Brooke and Hope. They had a very, very hard conversation. Hope wants to know more about the relationship between her parents. She wants to know if there was love there when she was conceived. Hope was grilling Brooke, trying to find out anything she could about Deacon, and she really just wanted to hear about the good things. She didn't want to hear about the bad. So Hope asks her mom, Brooke, why she's so dead set against her getting to know her father. And what I think Hope doesn't understand is that Deacon's presence is a reminder of what she did. She did a horrible thing to her daughter, Bridget. Having Deacon around would only be a reminder of what she did. And it was a really hard conversation because Brooke was saying things along the lines of she regrets what she did, but she doesn't regret Hope. And when she said it, you could see Hope's emotions coming through on the screen. It's hard. It's hard to separate the two. It's hard to listen to your mom say, I regret being with your father, but I don't regret you. How could you regret being with him when you had to be with him for me to exist? That's a very hard conversation that Brooke had to have with her daughter. And it's bringing back some of her misdeeds. And Brooke has a lot of misdeeds, but this one was really horrible. And Hope was really pressing her mom. She wanted to know, I want to know what's good about him. Can you tell me what it was like when you were with him? And Brooke did say that she would like to think that they were in love. And she said he was charming and charismatic. And she was sort of reminiscing about it, but it was bittersweet because of who she was dealing with. And I feel like Hope is losing sight of that because she even goes on to bring up Ridge and how Ridge is not perfect and that Ridge was with Taylor at the time. Okay, that's fine. Ridge wasn't in the picture. But that's not the point. The point is she had an affair with your sister's husband, Hope. It's like she's like totally dismissing that. And she's trying to make it about Ridge. It's not about Ridge. This is about a betrayal. And she's saying to her mom, was the relationship that bad? Was your relationship with Deacon that bad? Yes, it was. It was horrible. It was horrible. Because she stabbed her daughter in the back. But Hope doesn't want to address that. She tries to make it about Ridge and she tries to make it about anything else but the betrayal. But, Hope makes it very clear this week that she wants a relationship with her dad. She thinks he's fascinating. She thinks he's sweet. He's protective. She loves his sense of humor. She's making it very clear that this is what she wants. And she's so worried about her mom, but she really needs to be having this conversation with her husband. Because Ridge and Liam were having a conversation, and Liam said if Deacon comes to the door, he's just going to slam the door in his face. So, how is this going to work out? How is Liam going to come to terms with the fact that Hope wants a relationship with her father? And that means that he's going to have a relationship with his grandchild as well. They're going to have a serious conversation. And I'm glad that Taylor Hayes is coming back. She's being recasted, and she'll be back to protect her child, and who knows, maybe to rekindle something with Ridge, because Ridge and Brooke, they're going to be on shaky ground. This was an excellent week, and next week is going to be even more interesting and exciting. Once again, if you like my commentary, hit the like button. If you really like it, subscribe, leave comments, and thank you for your time. Until next time, ta-ta.